Hello everyone, welcome back to another live streaming here in Lower East Side, Manhattan. Today is October 2nd, 2020 and Friday night. I will explore that part of Manhattan today. So without further ado, let's get started. So right now I am at the corner of Essex Street and Delancey Street, and I am heading towards Tompkins Square Park and explore that part of Manhattan today. As you could see, this is Delancey Street subway station. You can take FMJG. This is really a nice neighborhood in Lower East Side. The weather is a little bit chilly. It's kind of cold. As you can see, the people are wearing jacket because it's cold. Neat photo writer said good evening, just gave me a thumbs up. Thank you everyone for joining. Burhan Raza said hello from Pakistan. Thank you. Hello DTUK, welcome.
Yes.
I do see some outdoor restaurants, but from September 30th, indoor dining open as well as a 25% capacity. So that will be my main exploring today. I will see that if people are really sitting inside, because the weather is pretty cold. I do see some smoke shop, liquor store. AJ said his first time here. Welcome AJ. This particular neighborhood is really close to Williamsburg Bridge. My dad just dropped off me near the Essex Street station, and I start my walk and exploring the neighborhood. I do see some restaurants on that part. Let's go and explore. Thank you AJ for watching my videos. Let's go. I do see people still sitting outside and chilling, trying to find some people to sit inside. But still they prefer sit outside. This street looks interesting. This is a 99 cents pizza store right here. As I mentioned about it in my last couple of stream about this, that's one of the store for 99 cents a slice of pizza. That's really interesting place. Maria Kauka, hello again. Thank you for joining. As I also see on my that way, there are some restaurant as well. Let's explore that way. This restaurant is really nice looking. Look at that cool hat sign over here.
What street are we gonna walk? No, she showed me pictures. Ugh.
This is a really classy neighborhood. So far the neighborhood looks pretty decent. Right now I am on East Hudson Street and 6th Street.
I would have, but then I thought you would have gone that way.
And I'm heading towards Avenue A. And that will lead me toward Tompkins Square Park. The sky looks beautiful as well. Let's cross the street. Hello CRH1, welcome. There are some restaurants.
That's a Buffalo Bills bar right there.
This is really interesting. I also do see some other restaurants, and there is another dollar pizza store. You can get a slice for 99 cents. There is a restaurant and bar as well. No max, no service. It's written here.
That is.
There are lots of restaurants in that particular part of Manhattan, but still it's not that much crowded or busy. but it's always busy before. That's a medical shop right here.
On the best sunset night.
This restaurant looks cool. Look at that fancy marks right here. It looks interesting to me. That's why I'm stopped and explore the store right here. It's all stone. That's really interesting. I don't know, is it really safe to wear such kind of mask, but it looks very interesting. I have only 3 seconds for cross the street. I made it though. This is a pretty decent neighborhood. It's not like Greenwich Village, East Village. There are lots of people hanging around, but not that much crowded. Also a decent place for walking. Daryl said I'm doing a great job. Keep it up and say hi to Action Kid. Thank you for watching me and Action Kid. Hopefully soon I will meet him and I will say hi from your side to Action Kid. No problem. I'm not recording you, buddy. I'm not recording you. I'm recording street. Behind me was so dumb. And he told me to move out my camera. I'm not recording his ugly face. I'm recording the street. Such kind of crazy is everywhere in Manhattan. And he's threatening me to take my camera. That's stupid, makes me crazy. But anyway guys, sorry about that. Look at the decoration. And there is a nice decorated store. Says that Beaters Barware. Interesting. And I do see lots of people are sitting here. What happened, dude? Another stupid. It seems like that this area is full of stupid people. But I do see some activity going on. Nice restaurants. And the Tompkins Square Park is across the street. But look at the store right here. Isn't it interesting? It has some interesting statue in front of the door. The street seems busy and the road are closed right here. Wow, let's explore that way a little bit. This street is interesting. but I still don't see any people sitting inside. Yeah, I do see some people are sitting inside, but majority are sitting outside. And as you can see, they have some people inside as well. It looks decorated. I do see some people are inside. Yeah. That's something interesting. That's why I'm here today, to explore the indoor dining. Wow. Look at the architecture of the buildings. This is really interesting.
I already feel like
There are a lot of people. I will also walk on the other part as well, because the other part is also interesting. The other side of the road. I mean, the right side. But the street is really gorgeous. And I guess there is another store that looks interestingly cute.
Like in person.
I am at East 7th Street and First Avenue. And again, I'm heading towards back to Avenue A to explore other side of the street, because both sides are really interesting. That's a one-way street because all car facing in a same direction. That's why we can understand that it's a one-way street. And the good thing is the street is closed due to the restaurants and social distancing, so that people have some place to walk, sit. That's something interesting. And look at the architecture. It's remind me old New York, but I really like this particular store. It catch my attention from other side of the road. That's why I'm here. Yeah, every restaurant has some option you can sit in, but I do see majority spend time outside, as you can see right here.
Thank you.
Look at that cute dog right here. The Bottle Lane cupcakes.
yeah.
That's something interesting. I do see some bubbles. Someone spraying. Look at that. This is really interesting. Abu Bakr Hussain, hello, welcome. Let's explore the Tompkins Square Park, because I never made a film, I never made any kind of video inside of the park. Let's explore a little bit of the park. I do see lots of people in the park. Let's explore.
Yeah.
Still the park seems decently busy, and I do see a NYPD car waiting for any unpredictable situation. That's something interesting. there are a lot of people. Yeah guys, NYPD in the house. Some kind of street performance or something going on, I don't know. Let's explore together. I was never been into this park. I mean, never record anything in this park. I don't know what's going on here, but they are preparing for some kind of performance. I do see some drum, guitar, something interesting. I do see people are gathering for that, maybe. Not sure about that. Maybe it might be a reason, but will not be here. And I do see another NYPD car right here. I especially like this car, this particular car. It looks cool. As you can see, lots of people, but they are maintaining social distancing and wearing masks. But something interesting in Tompkins Square Park. Yeah, Ford Explorer. That's a nice car. But I do really like the defense version, I mean the NYPD version. That's really interesting park right here. Again, we are heading towards Avenue A and explore Friday night of Lower East Side. I do like the lights color. It's orange. And there is a section for kids as well. If you have a kid, they can play here as well. That's something interesting. I do see lots of people are coming. It's maybe, and especially teenagers. It's maybe because of that particular concert or anything going on here. Not sure about that, but it might be a reason. But yeah, it was a quick tour of the beautiful park right here. There are stores other side as well. I remember I made some driving video in lockdown in this area. I remember that. There was no people on that time. But now it's a lot of people. Especially maybe it's Friday night. That's why. But it's something always interesting. Look at that beautiful cafe. The sign is really fascinating right here. I am on East 10th Street and Avenue A and explore Lower East Side. Hopefully now we can cross the street. There is some kind of music going on. That's nice. I will not mute today. That's something interesting. I do see a barber shop right here. She's maintaining proper social distancing and cut people's hair. Wow, nice. Social distancing haircut. Something interesting today. It's a 7-Eleven. in this particular area, I do see lots of teenagers today, and that makes me feel interesting because I am also a teenager. So interesting, and lots of restaurants in Avenue A. I hope my video quality is decent, clear. Not that much good, but I hope it's decent. You guys able to see something? Let's cross the street. So far, I faced two crazy dude before, but so far so good. No crazies. There are also some restaurants in this area. That's interesting. I'm waiting to cross my street on the other side. This is really nice area. And the architecture, look at that particular building right here. I think it's pretty old and also colorful. Let's cross the street because nothing to interrupt us. Rob says, what happened to your voice, Action Kid? I'm not the Action Kid. This is the NYC walking show. You are in a wrong house, guys. This is the house of NYC walking show. Someone asked, where do I live? I live in Queens. It's a bro. One of the 5 bro. That's something interesting. And look at that store right here. I do see some of restaurants, they allow people to sit in, but I guess people are preferring to sit outside. But they had the option to sit inside. Yeah, of course, it's only 25%. But they had option.
You know, this is the first time in Manhattan. Really?
I do smell some pizza. That's something interesting. Let's take a left from here. I am on East 14th Street and Avenue A. There's a First Avenue train station, L train. I do see people are coming out from the station.
But I guess.
That's an interesting one. Someone asked, do I feel less safer on the street than before? Honestly, no, I feel the same. But yeah, there are lots of crazies out right now, but that's okay. I try my best to make myself comfortable and keep me away from all the crazies. There are a cute fruit store right here. Lots of fruits. I'm heading toward First Avenue. There are lots of business going on. Sometimes these people thought that we are recording them and they become crazy. That why you are recording me? Because sometimes they sell something illegal that's not legal. That's why they always worried about the camera, police. But you have to handle nicely, because if you become rude with them, then they will be more rude with you. But by the meantime, you have to also keep your place. Don't let them to lead you. So that's the tips. As you can see, I am on the First Avenue and heading towards left. There are some restaurants as well.
I don't think I'm gonna get over that. Do you like it?
Pretty decent neighborhood. From my point of view, in Lower East Side. There is a food court, tacos. They sell tacos right here. I do see this kind of store for the first time. They are selling tacos, because especially all the food court like these, they especially sell gyro and other stuff. But this is first time I'm experiencing that. Hey Hossein, hello bro, welcome. I do see people sitting in this particular restaurant as well. I'm heading towards St. Mark Place. Nothing to interrupt me. Hopefully I can cross the street. Let's cross. I do see this particular bubble in another store. Looks so cool and interesting. It brings me to my childhood back. Hey Jaden, welcome dude. Hello, hey Hussein.
Me so horny.
Of course we can meet. Unfortunately, I can't call you right now until I finish my live streaming because it's pretty hard. This is East 11th Street. As Hussain, I am in the city, right? Maybe 1 hour. 1 hour. Yeah. If you wanna meet me, then we can meet at 8th Avenue and 23rd Street. I will be on that particular road today, so we could meet there. That's a beautiful place. It's interesting. The restaurants are pretty open. It looks nice. Yeah, it's a nice atmosphere today. And interestingly, people are out, but lots of people are wearing winter dress because it's pretty chill weather. I am currently on East 9th Street and 1st Avenue. Heading towards St. Mark's Place. I'll take right from there and explore that particular part of the city. I mean the street. I do see lots of pumpkin waiting for Halloween. Big, small, as you can see, guys, they all are waiting for Halloween. That's the St. Mark's Place right here. It's always crowded, always people are walking. Yeah, it's getting dark now and it's nice. I could see the exact beauty of the street. As you can see, St. Mark's Place, it's packed. Let's walk toward that way a little bit. The whole street are closed for people and restaurants. I do see lots of people and lots of cafe, bars. And if you are in New York, be careful about that. Sometimes you are not concentrate in the street and you could fall down. Thank you, Jaden. Now my target is 10K subscribe. So do subscribe and make this family 10K as soon as you can, because only you guys can make that. Subscribe and share my channel with your friends and family members. Look at that. It's interesting.
We did this funny.
So far I see that majority of the restaurants right here, they are just sitting outside. People are just sitting outside. Not a single indoor dining in this particular street.
Ask her if she wants to get drinks.
Debating whether I need to set up the popcorn. Very hard. Like prisoner.
That's something interesting. I especially like this particular part. Look at that, the red vibes with the graffiti in the wall looks so interesting. Let's explore that way a bit. Look at that. This is something fascinating. I do see some walking video in Europe and it's quite similar. I never been into Europe, but I do see it's pretty similar right now in New York with Europe. They have a same dining style. That's you can consider as a indoor dining, but they are sitting in a balcony. Look at the graffiti in the wall, and it say that rental space for lease. Indoor sitting, join today for indoor sitting. And I do see some indoor sitting right here in this restaurant. That's interesting. In this particular street, that's the only indoor sitting I experienced today so far.
No.
Look at the kids right here, it's so cute. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, everything looks good. That's something interesting. I like this street. Dumpling Man. What a store name. Interesting store name. Dumpling Man. Now I will walk towards this particular street until I hit 6th Avenue. Yeah, street lights are really beautiful.
Hi, I'm Keely.
People are saying hi from balcony to others. That's something interesting. Look at that. And I do see a guy from that balcony say hi to someone in downstairs and they are chatting. That's something interesting. Waiting my way to cross the street. I do see St. Mark's Place is really busy. Hopefully we can cross the street right now. Yeah, we can.
I know.
Oh, look at that store. It's a theater. It's a theater or store? Confused. But the sign is pretty cool.
Oh no, we're it's hard for me to bring it every day.
And look at that particular store. The other side. Isn't it interesting? The lights, it's pretty interesting. And look at the graffiti right here. It's pretty beautiful with the face of a lady, half part, half face. This part is pretty quiet, but it will be get more interesting as I go further. The buildings and the architecture seems pretty old for this particular area. Look at that. Maybe 100 years, 200 years, so not 200, at least 100 years old. Some of the houses right here.
And you couldn't eat with so much snow.
That's interesting. And still in such cold weather, flowers are blooming. The streets looks interesting.
Yeah, man. Yo.
You wanna be in my vlog?
Yeah, what's up? What's up? We in the vlog. What's going on, y'all? We in Astor Place with my guy.
That's
Your
my
name?
YouTube,
Your name?
That's my YouTube channel name. The NYC Walking Show. You can find yourself live right now. I'm on live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Black on my IG, y'all.
Thank you. I carry my cards, so sometimes people are on rush and asking what am I doing, then I give them my card. It's not pretty necessary, but sometimes they're asking about the channel name and they have hard time to find me, so I distribute cards. Anyway, let's cross the street. I do see activities in this street, and I am on 2nd Avenue and St. Mark's Place. Look at that burger shop right here. Sorry about that. There are a gift shop as well, hat shop. But honestly, that particular street, I smell lots of weeds and the air is not fresh. It's lots of weeds. It's a pretty interesting area. But I do see lots of people and smell weeds. Not a good place to walk. That's called the beauty of New York City. Every block is different. Every streets are different. Even though you are in a same street, but it will be getting changed. Somewhere you will see some fancy restaurants, fancy stores, fancy people, and other part you will see middle class, not so fancy, smell weed, blah blah. So that's the beauty of New York. As you can see, people are even sit in the street. People are screaming, getting drunk. I do see lots of people are heading towards that way. I am on 3rd Avenue and Astor Place. That's a nice statue right here in the corner of 4th Avenue and Copper Square. The view is amazing, and I do see a giant clock, but not sure it's working or not. I don't think it's working, but there is a giant clock. And that's a statue. Dol, hi, welcome. Look at the statue right here. That's the Lafayette Street and East 8th Street right here. There is a square and have some statue right here. Again walk towards East 8th Street. Hopefully we can cross the street. And that's the Astor Place station for downtown 6th train right here near the Starbucks coffee. Something interesting always. Hit the like button, guys. I do see lots of people watching, but few less like. So like the stream and share the stream. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe, so you will get notification as soon as I post any new video or live streaming. We are now 5K family, so make it 10K as soon as you can. That's the 8th Street station, Uptown and Queens, NR. I am at the intersection of Broadway and East 8th Street. Okay, the number plate is pretty nice. The car number plate called Rich 2. Interesting. Ghost Ship said liked, great work, very interesting. Thank you for watching me today, tonight. I always love live streaming because I can directly communicate with you guys and answer your question, concern, everything. So that's something interesting. Right now I'm headed East Village, and then I will explore there a little bit, and I don't have any specific destination. I will walk with you guys and explore the Friday night in New York City in October 2, 2020. Hopefully my last address will be 8th Avenue and West 24th Street. That will be my last address. Hopefully, I'm not sure, but that so far that will be my end. Right now I'm heading towards 6th Avenue and East 8th Street, but it will be west as soon as I will reach 6th Avenue. That's a Subway store right here. In live streaming, we cannot make a specific location that we will walk in this particular route because it's live. We'll walk in a way it seems interesting. So that's basically called live streaming. But if you wanna see route by route, then you can watch my pre-recorded videos. And in my video description box, there are always a Google Map route. So you can follow which street I'm walking. And yeah, so live streaming is something different. In my pre-recorded video, I also don't do any narrated videos. But in live streaming, I do narrate it. I speak with you guys. So far the streets are not that much busy. That's the village party store. You'll get some stuffs for your party, birthday party, anything. That's nice. That's a unisex salon and spa right here. That means everyone can come and do their stuff. Something interesting always. I do see lots of parking available right now, but if it's in the middle of afternoon or in the morning, there's no parking at all in these particular streets or in a particular part of Manhattan. That's something interesting. I do see a lot of activities going on far, and I'm heading towards that way. The store seems slow, but not at all. Right now, I am at 5th Avenue and West or East 8th Street, and the Washington Square Park not far from here. It's right here. The Washington Square Park Church arch is right here, as you can see, and that's interesting. I will not head towards that way today because I did a live streaming many times in that particular place. So I will explore something new today. Something interesting. I do see lots of restaurants in this street as well, but it's an open street. That's why restaurants try to be more secure for their customers. It's not as before, not as I was the other street, but it's pretty safe. Interesting.
But the funny thing is, so Jerome, though, you know, he's been keeping happy. They must have
That's even.
Lots of people have their pets with them. As you can see, the cute dog right here. That's so cute. Thank you, Chris Hansen. Yeah, it's pretty dark and full of life. I do see one World Trade Center from here, right here. Let me do some zoom. It's a pretty good view, but it's covered with trees. That's interesting. I am almost at 6th Avenue and heading towards Greenwich Avenue. This particular neighborhood is also pretty safe and interesting. I guess it's Washington Heights.
Which I respect. Like,
There is some food right here. Penny pasta. Right here, look at that. It's open and it looks so delicious. So delicious. Wow. Interesting. But we have to move on and explore more. That's a intersection for West 8th Street and 6th Avenue, but I'm heading towards Greenwich Avenue. I have only 13 seconds, and there is a pretty good view of One World Trade Center from here. That's interesting. And this particular store, look at the decoration from here. It's all covered with trees, flowers. Look at that. And I do see lots of activity going on as well. And they are following social distancing properly. They have glasses in between customers' table. Wow, interesting. Let's head toward Christopher Street today. That's a Christopher Street. And let's head toward that way today. There are lots of gay restaurants in this particular area. So this is an interesting place for walking. Not so many restaurants, but this is a pretty fancy looking restaurant. And at least in this particular part, I don't smell any kind of wheat or anything. It's pretty fresh. The only thing I smell right now, it's food. Look at that pretty empire with cards. Look at that. Interesting. Something interesting always. I do see lots of people. And Jeffrey's restaurant right here is pretty famous in this particular neighborhood, as you can see.
You know what I mean?
People are having dinner. Pretty interesting, colorful. Smell the foods. Wow. And I do see some indoor dining, just one people sitting inside. This is pretty cool store. It's also open, it's a saloon. So nice. And I do see only one female worker wait for haircut. I never cut my hair in any salon that's operated by a woman. So it will be a pretty interesting experience maybe in future. Wow, look at that. The store is so colorful. Hi. Hello. Hi. You wanna say hi to my channel? I mean, I'm on live right now on YouTube. Yeah. The NYC walking show on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, it's free. And that's my card. You can later on search on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you guys. Good night. So these three gentlemen having their lunch, dinner. I always say lunch, 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 but it's dinner. That's pretty fun and hilarious as well. Yeah, Jaden, that's my YouTube card. I used to give people, those who doesn't know me. There are pretty interesting restaurants as well. People are. That's the card. So if you wanna see how the cards look like, that's a simple card for the NYC walking show. So it will be easier for people to find me later on, because they might be forget what was the channel name. But if I give them a card later on, they can search on. And this is how I can make people to my channel. And this is a pretty nice view. Yeah, I try to make my card as simple as for people, so they can easily just read my channel name, because that's my main purpose. And I remember I made a pre-recorded video in Times Square a couple of days earlier, and I do see Naked Cowboy was there, and he was so excited and singing song. So I made some donation, and then he said that let me write a song or sing a song for you. I said okay. Then he sing a pretty cute song for my channel, and the video will be published tomorrow at 9 Eastern time. So it's a pretty interesting video. Yeah, Naked Cowboy is in Times Square since 21 years. You'll watch that in my video tomorrow. Stay tuned. I am at the intersection of Billiker Street and Christopher Street right now, heading towards Hudson Street. And this particular part is pretty close. Nothing is open and not that much crowded.
Like, what the fuck?
The taxi guy also tried to find some people to earn some money, because it's a tough time for them as well, because not too many passengers for taking taxi. That's interesting. Campari restaurants called Campari. Making sure that I wear mask when I am with the people. That's another saloon for haircut. $18. $18 for a haircut in this particular saloon. I am in West Village or Greenwich Village in the middle. Not sure, have to see the Google map, but as I understand from the road signs and everything, that's a neighborhood. That's the Hudson Street. I will head towards right because there are lots of restaurants in this particular street, and restaurants are pretty colorful and lots of people are there, so we'll explore that now. That's a pizza store. There is a NYPD van right here, but no one inside. It just parked. Maybe they are taking rounds. I do see lots of activities going on in this particular street. Yeah, there are a lot of people. Look at that queer decoration.
And I don't want to work another 3 months if I don't have to.
As I said, that into this particular street there are lots of restaurants and people are hanging out. Now I have an idea that which street, when and where to go in Friday or Saturday to see people, because right now there are few tourists, so only locals are hanging out in a particular place. Not everywhere you will see that much people. In a particular places, few places, especially in downtown Manhattan, you will see crowd. Midtown, uptown, it's pretty empty. Greenwich Village, West Village, East Village, Lower East Side, Lower West Side. That's a place you can see people are hanging out. Yeah, we are into Greenwich Village, I believe so.
We made it, ladies. Oh, okay.
And they have pretty cool bars and restaurants in this particular state. What? Why? And who? It's an undercover. Excuse me? Sorry. I just hit someone because by mistake, and I said sorry to her, and she also said sorry to me because it was also her fault as well. But honestly, again, I didn't see that much people are sitting inside. Not even 25% people are sitting inside. Everyone's still chilling outside of the restaurants because it's much better. Weather is still enjoyable. There are a pretty cool store. Let's cross the street real quick. That's really interesting, and it's getting less people as I move forward. Now I'm heading towards 8th Avenue.
Can we go to this grocery store? Oh, wait.
That's 8th Avenue and Bleecker Street. I'm at the intersection. Let's cross the street. There is a mini park right here. If you want, you can sit. But I'm heading towards up right now. It's pretty interesting. I know there will be not that much activity going on in 8th Avenue on the lower side, but still I want to walk toward that way, explore something new. Yeah, it's pretty clean, but people are gathering their garbage outside because a truck will be come soon and collect that. So that's the reason. Hopefully I can cross the street. Yeah. There's the Village Square Market right here. It's a mini deli. Not that much big store. It's kind of deli, but they sell household stuff, cooking stuff. I do see some people far. The restaurants are closed right here. This particular street is closed for restaurant, as you can see. But look at the view from here. So colorful. And the store looks pretty interesting. Take a close look of that store right here. Look at the decoration. It's a wine store, but the decoration is pretty interesting. I'm not even far from meatpacking district. It's just 1 or 2 block away from here. But today I will not go towards that way. I will head towards up via 8th Avenue. That's a U-Haul truck. Block my way. I'm waiting him, or maybe I can cross because he's damn slow. That's a petrol pump. I do see some people in 8th Avenue, but there are not that much restaurants. The Museum of Illusions are open.
Yeah, but they don't have view house and all that, no land around.
Let's cross the street from here. I am currently at West 14th Street and 8th Avenue, and it's 7:35 p.m. in New York City. And the Empire State Building looks white today from here. Yesterday, or the day after, before yesterday, was blue. That's interesting. This building looks different than any other buildings in New York City. That's the 14th Street station for A, C, E and L train. That's interesting. But I do see some restaurants below the building. I do see a cute dog right here. Small, very, very small. That's another station, 14th Street also. Let's cross the street and explore the other part. Across the street. The real graduate 2016 asks, so nobody is gonna tell him how much the house cost in Bronx. Dude, I don't have that much experience about the house price in Bronx, but definitely it's pretty cheap than Queens or Brooklyn, because Bronx is not that much safe. Some part of the Bronx is not that much safe, and the rent and everything, I believe, is cheaper than Queens, Brooklyn, and especially Manhattan. Manhattan is so huge, but in Bronx it's not that much expensive. You can afford, I guess. So Bronx is not that much expensive place. As I hear from locals. Yeah, again, it's really depend on the location, but as I said, that most of the location. Wow, look at that cute dogs here. 1, 2, 3. They are sleeping right here. It's a pet shop, and I do see 3 more puppies right here. Hello, hello, say hi. That's so cute, guys. Oh, nice. I'm saying from the view of a middle class people in New York, because not everyone can afford $1 million. Then they could buy a house in somewhere else than Bronx. So it's a view from a middle class. I do see
Because you're going to find out sooner or later.
some restaurants are open.
Because the apartments were going to pop up anyways. It just hit like about a few weeks ago on.
I am currently on West 20th Street and 8th Avenue. There are some restaurants are open. Oh, wow. There are some people having outside dinner. I guess it's a Mexican store. Do you see some Mexican flag?
But send me the dates.
That's something interesting. The Blue Store, open 24 hours. Nice. Raoul, right here. Lots of interesting decoration. Look at that giant pumpkin. I believe that's not real,
You know what? There's nothing like.
but it's huge.
Because it just means like all the.
You have to wear a mask if you wanna go in.
About their dealings is literally the case. 'Cause they have,
This
like,
street
different bank accounts, and they're like,
also
"Oh,
closed
different person is sending me from this
for
bank."
following social distancing.
They had a branch here.
There are lots of streets in Manhattan, Queens, all over to the city
Like, please don't send
is closed.
Now they're going to send me from Standard Chartered. I was like, okay, that's a little bit legit. Sorry, the fly. But,
We are so rushed. I am at the corner of West 23rd Street and 8th Avenue. And the view is interesting from here. New York Sports Club. And there's a train station for 23rd Street. So I will say everyone good night from here.
oh, now it's better.
Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a lovely night, Friday night. Hopefully I will see you guys in next time. So please consider subscribe to my channel if you don't do yet, and also like the video. It will give me some motivation to make some more videos. So good night everyone, and thank you all the mods to helping me always, and I really appreciate that. Thank you everyone. Good night.